Hi everyone, Phil and Mark from Warhammer Online, and today we are playing 2,000 points of Age of Sigmar. I've got Fyreslayers, Marc's got
Gloomspite Gitz,
and we are playing the battle.
Shifting Objectives.
Yeah, we'll see.
Warhammer Online, the hope of Wargaming.
So, my 2,000 points of Gloomspite Gitz starts off with a unit of 10 Squig Hoppers and a Mangler Squig. A unit of Boingrot Bounders, there's 10 of those, and a Loon Boss on Giant Cave Squig, which has the artifact the Clammy Cowl. Another 10 Squig Hoppers there, and a Loon Boss on Mangler Squig, and his artifact is the Griff Feather Charm. And another unit of Squig Hoppers and another Mangler Squig. I also have a Fungoid Cave Shaman with the spell Squiggler. So that's my 2,000 points of Gloomspite Gitz. I've taken 2 battalions as part of the army, which is Squig Rider Stampede and Squigland.
Okay, so this is my 2,000 points of Fyreslayers. This is the Hermder Lodge, and they are led by Runefather on Magmadroth, as well as accompanied by 2 Rune Sons armed with the Ancient Axe. So this bit's a bit messy. There is a Rune Smiter tucked away in there, surrounded by 20 Volkite Berserkers with Axe and Sling Shield. We have a Rune Master back here, a Battlesmith back here, and 10 Half-Guard Berserkers with Axes. In the Lava Magmic Tunnel, we have 1 further Rune Smiter and an additional 10 Half-Guard with a Flame Pike Axe. I've also got the Zargrim Flame Spitter and the Runic Firewall. Just to mention, the Magmadroth for the Runefather is the Ashorn Ancient, and my 2 Rune Smiters have got prayers, which is Searing Heat and Prayer of Ash. That's it for my 2,000 points. Okay, so we rolled off. I won the roll-off. Make Mark do his drops first, but you were in battalions.
Yes, I've only got 2 drops.
So everything came down. You want to just briefly talk through your deployment?
Yeah, so just kind of form the line because I know what you're coming at me with. So I've got the 3 units of Squig Hoppers, Boingrot Bounders in the middle, and the Manglers spread out between the units, and my Shaman is hiding at the back.
I'm terrified by all of this. I've not played against any of this. So I've clumped up around my Runefather and the Battlesmith. So we've got obviously the 2 Rune Sons and the Runefather. You'll notice a lot of within 12 inches. The Volkite Berserkers are here. The hiding away in the back of here, we have the Rune Smiter. And braving it over there, not quite braving it because there's a couple of heroes within range, but that we have the half-guard berserkers, leaving the 10 half-guard berserkers in the Magmic Tunnel along with the Smiter, so we'll see what they do.
First up, let's just roll to see where the objective lands.
And that is a 4, so it's dead in the centre, so let's put the marker there. That's going to make that first turn shenanigans a lot of fun, and we need to get into first turn just for Mark to decide who he wants to get.
Okay, so I've decided to give Phil the first turn because I don't think he's going to get charges off. At least I hope not. But we'll see how that goes.
You never know. Right. Okay, I think I am going to go with Rune of Fiery Determination, which gives me 2-inch extra move. Rune of Relentless Zeal, which gives me 2-inch extra move, and on the 6, it gives me 2-inch charge. 3. Oh. Okay, so that's not happening, but I've got the 2-inch extra charge. I think that's important. Let's go through the Rune Smiter's abilities. We'll pop off Runic Empowerment, which is reroll wounds. That goes off because of his position to there. Runic Empowerment, who do I give that? Reroll wounds. I'm going to give that to the Runefather. Okay. So the Runefather gains Runic Empowerment. I'll just mark that off. And then we will go with the Zargrim Flame Spitter, which does indeed come up on a 6. Where was that 6 when I was rolling for Relentless Zeal? That comes up within 6 inches of my Rune Smiter. So I'm going to pop that just there. It's got a 24-inch range.
Oh dear.
That puts, you know, a few things in range. Just can't get to your boss, I don't think. How many wounds has he got?
This one. Let me have a look.
Yeah, well, it's not enough to worry about right now. And the last thing then is I can give them the Prayer of Ash, which, you know what, I don't think it is the Prayer of Ash, but basically it's the +1 save, so let's go for that. And that doesn't go off, so I don't get the +1 save. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay then, that's it for my hero phase into movement. Right, so into my movement phase, I think it's a bunch of runs. I'm half tempted to go crazy with the Runefather and try and get the charge off, but it doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is move the Runefather the 14 inches anyway, and it gives me the option to charge. I may or may not charge, but I think if I can make a mess of the middle of your table right now, that seems to be the way to go. The Rune Suns over here. Need to ideally keep within 12 inch, but also grab that. But if they're going to move off, they're going to be in trouble anyway. You know, all they're going to do, they've got plenty of move to do it, is tag that objective and give you 2 Rune Suns to worry about. It's not great because I don't want to be too far away for the Runefather, but I've done it now. I'm going to run the half guards.
Okay.
3, so that gives them the 6-inch move they've already got, plus the 3, that gives them a 9-inch move. All I want to do is just one of the guys tag the objectives for the points. Why not? I don't really want to go too far because I don't want to overstretch my characters for coverage. So they will go there. The Volkite Berserkers are also going to run. I'm looking for a good roll here, ideally. 4, it's not too bad. It's not enough to, it's certainly not low enough to make me pay to use a command point, to put it that way. So these are going to start coming around here. We've got a little bit of a brick to go around, so it's going to string them out a little bit. 10 inch, haven't we? So let's just measure a couple of them just to make sure we're not going too crazy. And just spread him out a little bit there. He's going to loop around here a bit, and the rest will just kind of squirrel around. Okay, right, at the end of my movement phase, I'm going to bring, I just want to capture that middle objective. I need to capture and hold it. So I am going to put the Rune Smiter there, inside the woods, hopefully out of line of sight. Ooh, he might be targetable though. Mind you, if you went for him, oh boy, you'd be in trouble. In fact, actually, I'm going to hang him back a little bit more into the woods, because all I've got to do is wholly within 12. Oh, you know what? He definitely needs to go a little bit further forward. Come on, brave it out, Rune Smiter. In fact, what am I doing? Get out in the open. How much shooting have you got?
Nothing.
Right, okay, he's in the open.
Apart from magic, but it's not.
Yeah, well, you know. Bring it, as they say. So in come my half-guard berserkers. This is 10 half-guard berserkers with a flame pole axe? Flame pike axe? Flame pole axe. Who knows?
One of those.
One of those two. Okay, so that's my movement done. Into shooting. First up, I am going to shoot my Roaring Fire Stream. It's 12-inch range. I'm going to target this unit of 10, is that correct?
Okay.
I mean, to get this off, I have to roll below the unit count, so it goes off, which means D3 mortal wounds into the unit. That's 2 mortal wounds into the unit.
Okay, so that is 1 dead.
Okay. Next up, the Zaghrun Flame Spitter, and again, with this, basically, it depends on the unit size. So, the 6s do mortal wounds, I get +1 if the unit's 10 or more, and +2 if the unit's 20. Now, there's no 20-man units in the table. There's still a full-strength 10-man unit there, isn't there, in the Squig hoppers?
Yep.
So, mortal wounds on 5s and 6s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. No 6s at all in that roll. So 3 mortal wounds over there.
1's dead and 1's on a wound.
Right, that's it for shooting on 2 charges. Right, first up, half-guard berserkers. They're 9-inch away. They need a 9-inch charge. If this goes off, it's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I get? 7. So it's no good. Do I or don't I send the Runefather in? Yeah, come on. Will it be fun? Runefather. I don't have to move him. And he gets an 11. So,
oh dear.
Okay.
Now you got to make a decision.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Come on, let's get this game rolling. I've got the objective, so let's see what the Runefather can do. Right, so with the 11-inch charge, what I'm going to do is maneuver across. And I just want to tag the end of that unit, but keep those guys out of 3, basically. Okay, so I noticed that, and we measured this about 3 times, your boss at the back there is actually within 3 inches of that front rank.
Literally by a millimetre.
So I've slammed right into the middle of the unit. I'm putting the Horns and Claws and Blazing Maul against the unit, because they're both only 1 inch range. But the Latchkey hacks, it's only 3 attacks. I'm re-rolling wounds though, but they do 3 damage. So if I'm lucky,
You could kill him.
we'll see. Okay, let's go with Horns and Claws first. I've got 6 attacks. These are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of runic empowerment.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh
So,
dear.
okay.
I like.
Okay, so that's only 2 hits. That's pretty desperate. Here we go, and this is on 3s. Oh, 3s to wound, re-rolling. That's twice. I've knocked my Magnet Battle Forge. 3s to wound, re-rolling. Oh, so 1 wound at -2 rend.
So that's a 6-up save on the Boiling Grip Bounders. Nope.
2 damage.
1 dead.
Blazing Maul, hitting on not a 1. Oh my goodness me, I'm having one of those days again. Let's hope these 3 rolls can do. So, okay, because I'm attacking your hero with a Grand Axe, I get to re-roll wounds, which I've already got because of runic empowerment. I gave it in because I wasn't expecting it to go off this turn anyway, as in to get to a hero. But also hit rolls of 6 are mortal wounds. So hitting on 3s. We've got a couple of cock dice. It could be dreadful for me. Generally, cock dice go against me. Wounding on 3s.
Wounds.
Don't need the re-roll. So -1 rend, 3 damage against your boss.
So 1 rend, was it?
Yep.
So it's a 5-up save. Passed.
Okay, Mark, your activation.
So I'm going to go with the Boiling Grip Bounders first. I'm going to pile in.
Okay, I'm going to have a long stiff drink after that combat round. That was pretty damn awful.
Pretty awful.
Yeah, that he just fluffed everything, didn't he? But that, you know, I've overextended him. I'm always supremely confident in his abilities, and he always lets me down.
So I need to make a nice gap for my
Boss?
boss.
Yeah,
there
'cause
as
he
well,
can
so
get
we
in there.
afterwards. So, Boiling Grip Bounders. So we'll go with the Poking Lances first. They've got 2 attacks each.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, wounding on would-be 4s up to 5s.
Hitting on 4s. Looks like a good roll. Cock dice there. It's not bad, is it?
It's not bad for Squigs. Not bad overall. So,
And then wounding on 5s because of my ability from Hermder. Everyone within a 12-inch bubble, every unit you attack within a 12-inch bubble of them is -1 to their wound.
okay, and then
Wounding on 5, so what have we got?
5 wounds.
5 wounds so far. Well, we'll roll
Fine.
for them at the end. So is that it for that unit, actually?
No, I've got the
Okay,
Fangfield Gods.
go for it, go
So
for
that's another 2 attacks each.
Yep.
4s and then 4s for this because of the.
Because of the the Hermder ability.
Not so good on that one. Oh, maybe.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
4s again. Okay, so 3 more, yeah?
So 3 more. And
So-
they're all -1 rend and 1 damage each.
Okay, so that puts me to a 5-up save, re-rolling saves of 1. So I didn't get the +1 save off this turn, unfortunately. So 5 ups, re-rolling the 1. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds against him. That's pretty bad. All of those bounce back on the 4-up to cause mortal wounds.
Oh dear.
Oh, what can I
dear
not
me.
roll today? Come on. Oh.
That says 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound back.
Okay, so we'll put.
As he
this-
goes off camera to swap his dice.
And then my loon boss. It's gonna
Yeah, go
follow
for
up.
it. Go for it.
So he's got a Moonclan Stabber.
Yep.
5 attacks.
Oh, okay.
4s and 4s with this one. Oh, not so good on that one. And 4s, 1 wound, and then I've got. There's no rend on those. There's
No
there's
rend.
on the next attacks.
So 4 up, re-rolling 1s. Save.
Okay, and then I've got 4 attacks with the massive Fangfield Gob. These are 4s and 4s again.
Okay. Is that with a -1, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright,
So
that's a better roll. I'm
one
liking
is
it. You're
three.
rolling more like me now.
Nothing.
Oh, beautiful.
There's a fair few wounds. I'm happy with that.
You did well. 7 wounds against them and only getting 1 bounce back is insane. Just to say, I've got Weapon Breaker. So at the end of the combat phase, I can pick an enemy hero within 3 inch, roll a dice on a 6, pick a melee weapon, and with that I can subtract 1s to hit with that weapon. I mean, obviously I'll pick his big spiky weapon, but I don't get the 6 anyway.
Whew.
Okay, that's the end of that rather shocking, slightly nauseating, slightly queasy combat phase. Right. Well, that's the end of my turn. That was pretty shocking.
Oh, I enjoyed that combat phase.
Yeah, well, you know what, Potter, I've seen a lot of your battle reports in the past. You deserve some love. Good on you. Go for the double. I've taken all 3 objectives. That at least gives me a 5-point objective lead going into this turn. I don't think it's too hard for you to capture it back. The middle objective might be a challenge, but certainly those outer ones I don't see as being a problem because I've just tagged them. There's no battle shock. You are immune within the moon.
Shrine, yeah.
The Loon Shrine, and I'm immune within 12 inches of, wholly within 12 inches of any objective as well, by the way, just so you know for
that's
future
interesting.
proof.
Okay.
Okay, one thing I didn't mention during my hero phase as well was I picked up a command point at that, which is significant because under Hermder I can pick one of my Volkite or Half-Guard Berserker units to fight first for a single command point.
Interesting.
Thought I'd let you know now before we go into your turn, because it's a friendly game.
Okay, so Gloomspite Gitz turn 1, hero phase. So first thing I need to do is my Shaman generates an extra command point if I roll a 4+. So let's roll that. I do. So
Nice,
extra command
nice.
point. That puts.
I think we might have to swap dice in a minute if that's all right, mister.
Nice try. So the first, or the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get off a spell with my Shaman, which is Squigler.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm going to try and cast Squigler with my Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Casting value of 5, and if it goes off, I can pick D3 Squig units and they can run and charge.
Oh, there we go.
So, it goes off on a 6.
I'll deny that with no one.
Okay, so D3.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. My rolls.
So I'm going to pick the Loon Boss on MacLeod.
Okay. Right, next up.
So that, I think, that's it for my hero phase. Okay, so movement phase. Fortunately, everything's random movement. So 3d6 on all the Squig Hoppers and Manglers. So I'm going to start on my left for the Squig Hopper unit. Because of Squig Rider Stampede, the Squig Hoppers can reroll.
Yeah.
And this Mangler over here can reroll.
Oh, great. Let's go then. Come on,
So,
let's do this.
On my left, I will take that. That's
So that is a
12.
9, 10, 11, 12-inch move for those guys. Boinging them right over there. Next up.
Okay, let's do the Mangler behind them.
14.
14. I've actually just ruined my own movement there, so he is just going to pop up behind them.
Nothing wrong with that.
So Squig Hoppers over here. I'm going to reroll.
8?
Yeah.
Where are you going with them? Do you need it? Man, you won't roll it anyway, but if it goes low, you know, just say it. You see now my rolls have been going this game. Your choice. No pressure.
I'll keep it.
Okay. Where are you going with that?
I am going to. I'm going to head left, I think, for those.
Okay. Oh, right. I was getting my 3-inch ruler out thinking you were coming over, but
No,
no. All right.
I've got.
You've got plans.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say plans, but I've got
Well,
ideas.
A rough Gloomspite goblin-y idea.
Mangler Loon Boss.
Okay, looking for that 3. Re-rolled into a 3.
No rerolls on him, but I don't need it.
So we've got a 13-inch move there.
Yeah, they're going to come straight up to here.
That will do.
So
Just got to hope and pray for that 1-inch charge. A 2-inch charge, rather.
And they are all there. So Squig Hopper's over here.
And that's a 10, 12-inch movement again. Wow, you've done really well on those rolls.
That's the only turn I will.
I'm liking it. I'm liking the Squidgerlands. It's great fun. They're good-looking models. They're all over the table. I'm terrified of them. This should be fun.
So they're gonna.
And to repeat, this is the first time I've played against them, and I really have no idea what this army does.
And the Mangler.
Well,
I can reroll.
I know that the Mangler hurts. So that's a 7, 8-inch move.
I will reroll that one.
Okay, looking for that 333.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, okay. So that's a 12-inch move.
So that puts him there. Okay, so that is all my movement done.
Yep. Into shooting.
Have no shooting.
So, into charges.
Charges. Okay, so I've got a few charges I want to try and get off.
Yep, okay, let's go.
So we'll go with the Loon Boss first.
Yeah, he's 3 inches. Looking for the double 2.
That'll
No,
do.
he's absolutely fine.
So he's going to go...
Ooh. Ooh. Is he going to go
Interesting.
tag the Rune Smiter?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got the move, hasn't he? What is he? A 10-inch move? That's 9-inch. So you can come right over here. You will be triggering. You'll be triggering the Volkites.
He can leave combat after he's attacked, as long as...
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's arguably safe. Yeah, arguably a safe move.
Arguably.
Yeah.
So I will...
Hop over.
Yeah, I will.
You're not going to clear. You're going to have to go here, aren't you? I think because what have you got? A 12-inch? No, sorry, a 10-inch. 10-inch roll, which would take you to there. So the round base. Let's just do some positioning. Look.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can go to there, or you can just leave him back there. Does it matter, or?
Because it's a dice roll to move away, so I want to get as far as.
So you want to keep going?
Yeah. So I'm
right. Okay. No. Understood.
So that's success to start with.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Squig Hoppers over here. See what I get from them. Oh, nothing.
Okay.
3.
So Squig Hoppers fluff. Command reroll. You've got quite a few points. How many command points have you got?
5.
Sitting on 5.
Yeah, I will.
So I mean, don't.
Might as well.
You
It's
know.
that's a 10.
That's done.
I
That's
will
done it.
take that.
So we've got a 9-inch ruler here. You can fully wrap round or just tag them on the front, depending on how you want to do it.
Round, I think. So I can get right to the back.
Yep.
There.
Let's just move this tree out of the way because you can wrap round and then position, yeah? So if you're going
Go to just there.
right to there, okay?
The Mangler I will try next.
Okay.
Let's see what it gets. Oh,
12.
12.
Boing.
Some big movement.
Not enough to clear either of those.
I might go this way though.
You get within 3 inch for the pile in, but you need to get within ½ inch for the charge to be successful.
I might just leave him there then. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. Okay, so before you activate, I am going to spend my command point because I know that you can bounce away from combat.
Before that happens,
here we
start
go.
the combat phase.
Yeah.
I can activate his command ability.
Fine. Okay, what does that do?
So, I use it to start the combat phase. Pick a. In a combat phase, I can add 1 to wound rolls for friendly Squig model units that were wholly within 18 inches of him.
Okay, so it's +1 to move on 18, wholly within 18.
So
yeah?
those 2.
Those 2 units
Those
are wholly
2
within.
units.
Okay.
And obviously he's
And
within his
himself.
own,
Okay, so +1 wound. Right, in which
Yeah.
case, I'll spend my command point and I will activate the half-guard berserker. Here we go then, with my half-guard berserkers activated. This is 21 attacks, hitting on 4s now.
Ouch.
I don't really care about the hits though, because I'm looking for 6s anyway.
Okay.
Because natural 6s do 2 mortal wounds.
Ow!
Okay, so we'll roll the rest of these. Let's go for this. Come on. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
Right, gone.
14 mortal wounds.
Dead.
Really?
12 wounds.
Marc's been really nice to say, basically, you warned me, I didn't listen, I jumped over.
Nothing I can do about it.
On averages,
That
7
was-
6s is insane. So I
Yeah.
expected to take him down a few brackets. I didn't expect to wipe him completely off the table, so...
Well, he might explode and do damage to
Okay,
you.
well, let's pop him off and to one side. And how does he explode then?
So, if this model is slain before it's removed, roll a dice for each unit within 6 inches of this model.
Oh, okay, that's okay. We know the bubble anyway, so that's
Yep.
fine. So it's definitely the Volkite Berserkers, it's the Half-Guard Berserkers, and the Rune Smiter. So we've got 3 units. Let's start with a Rune Smiter.
On a 4+, you take D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, cool. So Rune Smiter first then. No. Volkite, Half-Guard Berserkers, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, so for D3. You're cocked. So 2 mortal wounds. I ignore them on a 4. So 1 mortal wound goes through, so that's 1 of them wounded. And the Volkite Berserkers?
No.
No.
So, seeing as my loon boss is gone, I'm going to activate my Boingrot Bounders.
You're not going to let me down with that, are you?
Never.
I'm so sorry about that. 7 sixes out of 20 dice is not funny.
That's, yeah, not fun.
No.
So, does my command ability still go off? He's dead. I would assume not.
It's within 18 inches of him and he's not there. So
Okay, that's fine.
I
I'll
do
ignore that one then.
apologise. Yeah, sorry.
So, Boingrot Bounders, poking lances first.
Yep.
2 attacks each. 4s, and I still got the -1 to hit. To wound.
Absolutely, yeah. That sits with him as a general command
4s
ability.
and 5s.
Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. He's coming back.
That's quite a God.
So -1 to wound, making 5s. This guy's only got 7 wounds left, so it's doable.
1, 2. That's
okay.
not a great showing, but
any rend?
-1 rend.
So 5 up, re-rolling 1s. Both go through, so that's 2 wins so far. Bouncing. Well, we'll wait for the bounce back when we get to the end.
Okay. And Fangfield Gobs, 2 attacks, 4s and 4s.
Okay. Not a bad roll. Yeah, average. It looks, doesn't it? A little bit low.
There we go. 4s.
Not a bad roll for me then.
4 more at -1.
5 ups, re-rolling 1s. So I've got a couple of 1s in there. I'm just going to steal your one if that's all right. And I've fluffed them all. So that's 4 more wounds going through. That's 6. He's on 1 wound left.
1 wound. So close.
Okay, so that's it for that, is it? In which case, his wounds bounce back.
Yep.
And on a 4 up, so that's 1, 2, 3 more, 4 mortal wounds bouncing back on you.
So that's 1, 2, 3, and I'll put a 4th one on there.
Right. The temptation is to activate my Rune Sun, but actually he's on 1 wound, and against the character I get a bonus. So I am going to activate the Rune Father straight against your character again. Okay. Now he's down to 1 wound, so it's really not that dreadful. He's only got 2 attacks left with the horns and claws. Everything into the boss, just to say everything. Because it's 1 inch range, and I think you're there, aren't you? So we are hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. There's no modifier, is there? I'm re-rolling wounds because of runic empowerment. So hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, wounds -2 rend.
-2 rend. That puts 1 at 6 plus save. 1.
Yeah, 2 damage.
2 damage.
So 1 save though.
Oh, 1 save. So.
Yeah, you've done
Yep,
it.
done.
Okay then. In which case the blazing maul, hitting on 4s. Yep, we're wounding on 2s, but re-rolling. Yep. -2 rend. In fact, the last one was -1 rend, but you made it anyway. Sorry.
So this one's a 6 plus. Nope.
D3 damage. 3 damage against him.
So he's down to 3.
All right. The Rune Father hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling, looking for 6s on the hits. Don't get any, but they all do go through. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Oof. Okay, 2 goes through at -1 rend, doing 3 damage.
5 plus. He's gone.
Popped him off. Okay.
So I'm going to activate my Squig Hoppers next.
Okay, let's wrap them round, but again, you want to avoid the chap here, isn't it? So there's plenty of move there, but the problem is they can only kind of go to there before they start hitting the other runes.
I'm
Okay.
just going to pull him.
Okay, so a bit of shuffling around, but you did get them in. Obviously you can't actually move further away. And there's a couple of the guys were touching, so we had to put them back onto the base.
Yep. Okay, so start with the snifters from the riders.
Yep.
So they've got 1 attack each.
Sure.
5s to hit. Is there a negative to wound?
Not against these guys. You
So-
are all good to smash away.
5s and 5s.
Okay.
Okay, so not great, but not bad for goblins.
Not bad for goblins. Bless them.
5s to wound. 1 wound, no rend.
Okay, so 1/4 up save. Don't no. So he takes a wound. That bounces back on a 4. I do a mortal wound back.
Okay, so
But we'll tally that as we
Yep.
go. It's fine.
And then the Fangfield Gobs, they get 2 attacks each.
Yep.
4s and 3s on these.
Okay.
A couple of cock dice. So, oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so that's 4s. Not bad. Okay, and 3s to wound. Oh, that's not brilliant. So that is 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds at -1.
So 8 5-ups. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. Of which do they bounce back? That's taken to 7 wounds in total. Do they bounce back? There's a cock dice there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 bouncing back. So 5
So
mortal wounds
5
in total bouncing back.
So let's take that one.
And you do 7
One.
wounds against me.
Not bad overall.
Halfway mark.
Let's put that
And
on.
reduce for that combat for sure.
Put that on him.
I've got no other activation, so I'm just going to go straight in to the Rune Sun. Okay, so first everything into them, of course. I'm going with the Horns and Claws. I'm down to 4 attacks with that. This is hitting on 4s, winning on 3s, but I'm re-rolling the hits. So thank goodness for that.
Thankfully.
So that's 2 hits so far, wounding on 3. Both wound, so that's 2 wounds at -1 rend, 2 damage.
They're going to go through because I've got no save.
That's 4
I've
damage
got
so
6 up
far.
save,
So let's do the Blazing Maul, which hits on a 5, wounds on a 2, wounds, -2 rend,
Straight through.
D3 damage, so 3
3
more damage.
Okay.
And then the Ancestral War Axe hitting on 3s, re-rolling. All hit, wounding on 4s, no re-roll here. And nothing, so actually that missed.
So I take 7 wounds.
7 wounds.
So that's 1 there, and then 3 more gone. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Battle Shock.
So battle shock.
Okay, they've lost 6 over here.
That's 6. So
This
they're
is
losing
D6
plus 2.
2.
So I need to roll ideally a 1.
1.
A 1. Okay.
Wait a minute. How many command points are you sat on?
3.
Oh, come on.
I can make them immune, can't I?
Wait, is there a character?
No, there isn't.
Oh, no. So you got a 1. Okay. Okay. So you've lost 3 of them. They're still there. They're
So
still well.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take
He's still there.
Those. So I'm still holding that objective.
Oh, horrendous. Next up.
That's-
Over there you got.
I'm
and that was
immune
it.
there, so that was it. You've not. You didn't lose. Did you lose any? No, I don't think you did.
No. So tallying up the points, you've taken that objective there. You've got 2 models on it, so you've snipped it by 1.
Got
That's
one
nice
over
and
there.
solid over there. So you take 2 points to my 5, going into the roll-off. Let's see where that objective goes. 6.
Perfect.
You need that.
Desperately.
Okay.
And I
so
can
that
do the
goes
double turn at the
over
top of that as well.
there. Well, yeah, let's roll. In fact, actually, while we're on camera, let's roll for turn.
Priority turn 2.
Yep.
3, 6.
You've got
I will
it.
definitely take the double
Yeah,
turn.
you needed this.
Oh, okay. Okay, so at the start of turn 2, I need to roll to see if the bad moon rises. So on a 1,
I see
it doesn't come on.
the bad moon rising. Come on, throw that dice.
On a 2 to 5, it goes once, and 6, it goes to the centre.
Woo!
That's a 1, so it's not on. His turn.
Oh, your
Okay.
hero phase then, yeah?
So hero phase, so I get a command point. I then roll to see if my shaman gets another. So I'm
Yep,
4
4
plus. Nope,
No.
that's fine.
How many does that take you to?
I'm on 4 now already,
4,
so
okay.
I'm not too bothered.
Cool.
Spells, I am going to try and kill off that Magmadroth with Arcane Bolt from the Shaman.
Why not? Why not?
So 5 plus.
Come on, you can do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
7.
And there he
He
goes.
is gone. Whew. Well, that's made life a bit easier. So into the movement phase.
Right, where are you going then?
Okay, so
Whole bunch of 3d6s, yeah?
yes, a whole lot. So I'm going to start with my Squig hoppers in the middle.
Sure.
3d6 move, which I can reroll.
Yep. So you've got
Oh dear, that's-
DME 7.
Gonna reroll it.
Yeah, you got it.
Not
Not
much.
much better.
It's
7,
a
8, 9. 9. Well, actually, you know what? That if your intention is to get over here, next up.
Okay, so next one I'm going to go with the Mangler Squig. So 3d6.
Oh yeah. Need a good one.
Oh, that's a good
you
one.
got a good one. So that's 11, 12, 13
13.
inches. You're going to need some 3-inch markers, are you? Is your intention to bounce over?
Yeah, just into that gap there.
Yeah, okay,
Which
you
is
can do it.
fine. There's plenty of
Woo!
movement.
He's just in
I've
there.
got some options. Okay, so Boingrot Bounders next, so they've got a 2d6 move. Let's see where they go. That's a 9.
And while we're in your turn, I'm just going to see if the flame spitter's still there. And actually, on a 1, it's gone.
That's good.
Need to start doing that in the turn of the turn, but I'm shocking at remembering these things,
so-
yeah?
Thank you very much. So they're just going to go up to that 3-inch mark. The Mangler, let's see
Yep.
how far he can go. 3d6, you can re-roll it. That's
Yeah, it's got 11.
That'll
So
do.
it's good, yeah? That'll do.
So he's...
Is he planning on bouncing over so he can keep 1 out again? Nice, he can do that.
So I'm going to go over to there. There we go. And I'm just going to try and retreat my Squig Hopper out because
Sure.
he is a lone Squig.
Triple 3. I mean, it's,
It's
enough.
enough.
It's enough. He doesn't get a reroll, does he?
Oh, he does.
Does he? Oh, come on.
That's better.
That's better. You can pretty much go wherever you want.
So he's going to come to here. So he's still got the objective. And I don't have
Okay.
to worry about that. Okay. 3 charges to try and get off.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with the Mangler on my left.
See what it can do. 2d6.
2d6.
And how's he
That's
done?
a 6.
There's 6. Where do you want to put him? We've got half-guard berserkers here. We have Volkite berserkers there, or half-guard berserkers there.
What you got?
Okay, you can't get to those, but you can get to those 2 units.
What about him?
That is a battlesmith.
I
Do you want me to? Yeah, I think you can get in there, but you are going to be
I
Yeah.
might just go for the berserkers.
okay. They've still got their 4-up ignore. I'm just warning you because the battlesmith is granting that. But that's there's this character. Oh, actually, they're still getting it granted from the Rune Smiter as well.
4 ignore.
Yeah.
And we'll go with it anyway.
Okay.
I think we need to.
Yeah,
try
you're
and do
going to
some-
like tag right on the end to
Yeah, so I don't
reduce
draw
my
anyone
pile.
else.
I've got 2-inch attacks, so I'll get a few in, but
but not a
they
full
don't work the
squad.
same anyway. These are 2 attacks doing 2 damage each.
Okay.
With rend, though, that's the difference with these
Yep.
guys. So okay.
Boingrot Bounders.
Yep.
They got
Looking for 3-inch. And
Like
comfortably
that.
done it with an 8. So you're just going to bounce over the top of the unit and back? Is that something you... Is it,
No,
is that a
these
different
are-
unit?
yeah,
Okay.
When they charge, they do mortal wounds on 4+.
Okay,
So
good.
I will do that now.
Yeah. So is that 6 dice? Is it 1 for each model?
It is 1 per model.
Okay.
On a 4+, you suffer a mortal wound. Oh, that's 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, 4 mortal wounds ignored on a 4. And 3 of them go through. Jolly good. I'm sure one of these guys were
I
wounded,
think
wasn't
so,
it?
yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 of them popped off.
Okay, oh, that's
There was a dice there, and I think it got tidied
Yeah.
away. So there you go.
and the last charge is the Mangler on my right.
Sure. Looking for 3-inch.
Just.
Gets
That's
the
fine,
3-inch.
that's all I wanted.
Right. I've got no command points, so you're safe to activate.
Alright, so I'm activating the Mangler first.
Yep.
So I've got 3 lots of attacks.
Sure.
I've got Fang-filled Gobs from the Squigs themselves, so that's 4 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Well, that's a good start.
Okay, let's see what the rest can do.
Okay.
That's horrible. I'm sorry. That looks Runefather-esque in attack.
So, balls and chains. I get +1 to hit because I charged this turn.
Okay, good.
So I'm hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Yeah, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
That's better. So
okay.
1 miss, so that's 6 go through. Wounding on 3s. So 4 go through, and that's at -2 rend to D3 damage.
Crikey, so 6 up save. Okay, 3 go through, doing D3 damage. He's got 7 wounds left. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds gone through, taking him down to 2 wounds. I'll do the bounce back in a second.
And then bashing sticks from the goblins on top. These are 4s and 4s. All hit.
Okay.
2
Saves.
no rend.
So 4 up save. 1 goes through, damage.
1. Is he on a wound?
He's left with 1 wound.
And
so
not again.
Not again. The 1 wound magma drop. Okay, then I'm going to activate the half guard over the other side of this. As we move on, I just remembered the 6 bounce backs from the rune sun over there. So let's just do that before we move on. That's only 2 mortal wounds bouncing back on your unit.
Okay.
On your giant squigs, whatever they're called. Mangler squigs.
Mangler Squigs.
Right, piling in to leave the squigs out. It's reducing my hits, but I'm not too concerned around that because, you know, I've got the 2-inch attack. I can still get a few guys in there. So I can get 5 in there, and I think if I'd have brought the squigs in, I'd have probably got 6 or 7 in there. So it's not really making that much of a difference. And at least I'm keeping your guys out of combat. So 5 guys in, 10 attacks. This is hitting on 3s. Is there any kind of modifier? Nope. Let's just check where the boss is. Oh, the boss is in there, so this is 11 attacks actually. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, doing -2 rend, 2 damage. Over enthusiastic with their attacks though, it's -1 rend. So here we go, hitting on 3s. Ooh, there's quite a few 1s in there. There is a cocked dice over there though, so let's just drop that 1. That's okay.
Nice.
Oh.
No, that was...
Oh, is that your wound, is it?
I think it's a wound.
It
dice.
is actually, yes. I was
You can say
discounting
whatever you
it
want.
anyway, yeah. And then wounding
lost
on
it.
wounding on 3s. So we've got 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 going through. Having counting problems today.
So 6 go through at -1 rend. So I'm on a 5+ save.
Okay. Oh, it's a
Ooh.
roll. So 6
3
damage in total.
6
then.
damage. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's put that on there.
Hey.
Okay, so Boingrot Bounders, they've charged.
Yep.
Which gives them a bonus to wound.
Sure.
So the boss first is on 3s and 3s.
Yep, 3s and 3s because he's 4s and 4s normally, and he's got +1 to hit. So both hit.
Both hit.
1 wound so far, so part that to
One.
one side, and then the rest of the unit is on 4s and 3s. Not bad.
Not bad. That's that one there. Okay.
And then 3s. Oh, +1 to wound, sorry, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so it's 3s, yeah, sorry. My mistake.
That's a lot of ones.
Yeah, okay,
2
then.
more in
So
there.
2 more wins.
3 total.
3 in total.
-1 rend.
-1 rend. These guys are a 5 up save, so it takes them to a 6 up save. They're not wholly within the battlesmith, I don't think, because I had to maneuver them. So yes, they've lost that. So this is a... Sorry, did you say -1 rend? So
Yeah,
6 up save. All going through, doing 3 damage ignored on 4s. 2 goes through, so you've killed another one of them. Excellent.
Chipping away slowly.
Okay, so we've been here before. There's only 7 of them left as the boss. This is 15 attacks. I am hitting on 3s. Was there a negative to hit, actually? Are these still -1 to hit? No. Okay, so 3s to hit, but really it's all about those 6s. Oh, there's a few 6s in there. So that's 3 6s in the cock dice. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's good. That was a 4 though, so it has hit. So that's 6 mortal wounds so far.
So that's 3 gone.
And then I was hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. This is no rend though. There's a lot of 1s in there. No rend from this, so wounding on 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
So you say no rend?
No rend. 6 wounds, no rend.
6 wounds, 4 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4 go through.
2 more guys, yeah?
2 more guys. So my leader is there on 1 wound. Okay, so my last activation is the Mangler over here. So he's on his worst bracket because he gets worse and then he gets better again.
Oh, in the middle is the
Just
worst
in the middle.
bit, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
So,
okay, I remember that now.
Fangfield Gobs has got 4 attacks, hitting on 5s this time.
Okay.
1 hit, which is better than the last one.
Yeah.
Wounds on 3s. Wounds, -1 rend, d6 damage.
Okay, so -1 render on a 5-up save. I've got +1 save because of the battlesmith. He's just sat over here, so back to square one basically. Yep. So this is a 5-up save, so it doesn't go through. D6 damage. 6. Wow, that's what you wanted. Looking for 6 4-up ignores on the half guard. Oh, 1 dead, 2 dead. So 2 of the half guard dead.
Okay. Balls and chains. Yeah, +1 to hit because I charged.
Nice.
So I got 5 attacks. 2s and 3s.
Wow.
Start. 3 at -2 rend, d3 damage.
So 6-up save. All going through. 3d3 damage.
Whoa. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ignored on a 4. Cock dice there, which it would be because it was a 6. Okay, so that's 1 dead and 2 dead. So that's 2 more dead. That's 4 guys gone so far. You are chipping away at these.
Finally, it's bashing sticks. These are 4s and 4s. Cocked. 1 goes through, no rend, 1 damage.
4 save, done.
Yep. That's not bad.
Wasn't a bad turn at all. I'll activate the Runeson over the other side. Right, Runeson on Magmadroth. He is down to his last bracket. So 2 horns and claws, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. So that's 2 hits. Oh. And wounding on 3s. No wounds. Blazing Maul, hitting on 4, re-rolling. Goes through on a 6. Wounding on a 2. It just goes through. -2 rend.
So that's 1, is it?
D3 damage. So -2 rend. Oh yeah, 1 went through. -2 rend.
So it's 6 plus save.
Okay.
Nope.
D3 damage. 3. Oh, sorry, just off camera there, but I'm honest. Right, the Runeson with his ancestral war axe, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the other Runeson. All 3 go through. Wounding on 4s, no re-roll over here. So 2 going through at no rend, sorry, with this wee little axe.
2 go through, that's a 4 plus save. 1 goes
D3
through.
damage, 2 damage.
Okay. Okay, so puts one.
So what is it down to? 7. That was with the mortal wounds flashback and the wounds I've just done against him, yeah?
Yep, so he's on that middle bracket here, like the other one.
No. Right, well, go into Battle Shock. We're all immune across the table. I removed from the back, which nicely brought them within 12 inch.
And I'm within range of my Loon Shrine.
So you scored the 3 points over there quite comfortably. It's going to be interesting if it stays there. I've got a lot of work to do. So you score 3 from that. You don't take this one. But you do take this one with the 2 models, so I just didn't do enough. In which case then, so that's 4 points for you.
Yes, and into your turn 2.
Great. Okay, straight into my hero phase of turn 2 then. I am going to go with Rune of Fury, so this is reroll hits of 1. Looking for a 6, I don't get it, so I'm re-rolling hits of 1, +1 attack on a 6. It's absolutely gorgeous, that is. Runic Empowerment from the chap at the back here. Oh, my own finger knocks it to a 1. Runic Empowerment from the one in the middle. And a 2. He's also failed. Okay, this is going to be an interesting turn.
I like this.
Let's see if we can get the Flame Spitter up. That comes up at least. Let's see if we can get the Runic Firewall up. That comes up as well. Okay, let's have a think about where those go before we move on. In fact, actually, let's do the rest of the rolls. I have got +1 to save coming out of this guy here. On a 6, it definitely goes off. You can do that to a unit wholly within 18, so... You know what? I'm going to give it to them because it puts them onto a 2-up save. So the... yeah, there's 6 of them left. They can do damage. Yep, let's go with those guys.
Okay.
So that +1 save on those chaps. And then we have the -1 to hit for one of your units, which goes off on a 6. So I'm going to put him on -1 to hit. Okay?
Yep.
Needless to say, yet again the Battlesmith raises his banner. I have to state it at the end of each hero phase. I think we were off camera last time, but we did state that. So, right, okay, yes. As we go into movement phase, I need to decide what to do, and I think I need to get as many bodies across there as possible, which, you know, poses me with a challenge or two, for sure. I think these guys might be good because I can kind of do a charge over there. So I tell you what I'm going to do with this chap. I don't need to do a lot. I'm just going to move there, come outside of 3 inch. Okay. Of both of those models.
Yep.
We'll see what that can do. In fact, actually, let's measure that really cute. Let's get that right. So he's got full move, so there you go. He goes to there.
Okay.
This unit over here, do I retreat? No. This is a real mess. It's all crowded in here. I can't really retreat with the half guard to get more bodies onto the objective. I think I've just literally got to try and kill as many of you as possible.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the objective this turn. I don't see how I can. I've secured those 2 objectives, I think.
Oh, I don't know. You definitely got this one.
Yeah, but I think I'm good. I've not finished over there yet, so I think I'm good to take that objective. Yeah, okay, the Volkite Berserkers. They've only got a 4 inch move this turn anyway, so, you know, it's not like there's a real major risk of getting within 3 inch. Because they can barely move their little chubby legs, as it is. They're not the fastest of armies, and that's all part of the fun, isn't it, really? So why we take little fat chubby dwarves?
The little legs.
It's not the little legs. It's for the children. Just think of the children. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I'm half tempted to bring the half guard over, but I don't think they're going to do anything.
They'll just make a messier situation messier. Like,
yeah, well, you know, I could, like I said, I could retreat them off and throw the axes that way, but if it's a 5 and a 5, and if I fluff it, he's still there, and that's a problem. And I want that objective no matter what, so that's okay. The Magmadroth over here is going to retreat. He's just going to tag the edge of that objective and get out of 3 inches, which gives me 2 models on it. So all I've got to do is kill 1 Boinger. Hopefully that will work out okay.
I hope not.
I think, you know what? Oh, I will just move him a little bit over here. Oh, it scares me, actually. I'm going to move him over there. That's fine. I still want him within the 10 inch for the half guard Berserkers. And in fact, I am also going to run my Rune Smiter because I need some backup over here. So he gains a 7 inch run, takes him to there. Still, hopefully, leave him within 6 inch of that, which it does. And then as long as I don't go too far forward with those guys, they've got a double backup for characters, which is what it's all about with the half guard. Right, first things first. Let's put the Zagrim Flame Spitter into the 10-man unit at the back. I am looking for 5s and 6s. So that's 1, 2 mortal wounds.
1 dead.
Not brilliant. 8 axes into him, looking for 5s. 1. Wounding on 5. 1 wound goes through.
Any rend?
No rend.
On him.
Yep.
4+ save. Nope, dead.
Okay. 6 axes into your Squig man. Looking for 5s. 2 goes through. One more goes through on there, no
Oh,
rend.
The Mangler.
Yep.
4+ save. Nope.
One axe over here into your Squig. 5 up into the Squig Boinger. And 1 up fails to wound.
Oh, yes.
He's going to flame spit into the Boinger.
Okay.
Okay, so he needs to roll equal to the unit or less.
Oh.
I rolled a 2. The other guy retreated from combat, so no shooting for him. That leaves
one hopper.
That just leaves the 20 Volkite Berserker axes, which I'm also going to throw, I think, into the big guy here, because there's a few dice left. Okay, so we've got 20 dice, plus the Battlesmith. So we're looking at 20 dice, looking for 5s and 5s. Because I got no runic empowerment off, did I? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No. Wow, no runic empowerment, but that's a hell of a roll. We might be doing 1 wound here if we're lucky. 3 gone through at no rend against your
3 go through, no rend.
your
4+.
Mangler Squig. 2
1
save.
goes through.
1 more wound. Okay. Right, I think with that we are into charges. Right, over here, the Rune Sun on Magmadroth. Charging on a 10. You know, he's just going to go do that. In fact, he's going to do that.
That's just mean.
In fact, he's not actually. I want to be within 6 inches of my other son. So he charges into combat there. The Volkite Berserker's over here, looking for 3s. And I get a 9. Okay, there's a bit of work to be done here. Let's position these and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that's the half guard in. Sorry, the half guard. That's the Volkite Berserkers in. I've kept this back unit out of 3 inch. It's not the smartest move. It means, you know, I don't take that objective this turn, but, you know, let's see how much damage I can do. What it does mean, though, is 20 shields. 2, 4, 6, 8 going into... I think I'm going to put all 20 shields into him.
Okay.
The more I can take down. I know he gets tougher, but I'm also going to pull off the command point and try and remove the rest with the half guard. So
you might take him out when you do that.
you never know. Okay, 20 dice, looking for 6s for mortal wounds. And that's 1, 2, 3 mortal wounds so far. That one as well, was it? Yeah. No, that's their marker. That's their marker.
Okay.
So 3 mortal wounds against him.
Oh, he's down to 1 wound.
He's down to 1 wound. Crikey. Ouches. Okay, into my combat. I will spend my command point and activate.
You have to go first anyway, don't you?
I do anyway, but I'll get 2 units
so
first.
you get 2. Okay.
Yeah. So I will activate my half guard. Here we go then. This is the 6 half guard. So that's 13 attacks in total. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1 because of Rune of Fury. I didn't get runic empowerment off, so let's go for this. So this is 2s are no good. 1s are a re-roll. A couple of 2s there. That's quite good for you. And then wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins.
Rend?
-1 rend.
5 up. I need all
You
of
can do
these.
this. You can do this. 6 5-ups. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
That's close.
But he blows up.
Yes. So.
Right, so he blows up. Each
So-
unit within 6. So, right, definitely my guy here. The half-guard berserkers, the Volkite berserkers, the Boingers here, and unfortunately,
So it's every unit around there.
unit around him. So let's work clockwise. Let's start with my Battlesmith. Needing a 4.
Nope.
Roll a 3. Half-guard berserkers.
Yes.
So D3.
1.
Ignored on a 4.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Volkite berserkers.
Nope.
4. 3. Yep. So Boingers.
Yes.
Okay.
2 wounds, so 1 dice. Nope. I've killed my own men. I'm going to do that.
Oh, no.
And then the unit
guys at the back.
Yes, of course. 2.
It's literally everybody, including friendly units, yeah?
Yep, everybody.
That's insane.
Squigs don't discriminate.
Okay, so my activation,
He is gone.
and he is gone. My activation, I will activate the Volkite Berserkers now. Let's just get those Volkite Berserkers piling in, and I will also activate my ability that when I die this combat, I pile in and fight again. Right, so 16, I get 8 of the guys in, including the boss, so that's 16 attacks plus 1 from the boss. These are threes and threes. There's a pick guy there, but the rest of the unit are axes. I've just got my dudes mixed up, so if you spotted the pick guy, no, it's not. These are axe guys. So threes and threes, re-rolling ones on the hit. So threes, re-rolling ones. There's a few ones in there. What I like to call lucky ones. Unless you re-roll them. Okay.
That's 2 there.
And a 2 there, well spotted. Wounding on threes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds.
Any rend?
Oh, actually, wounding on threes, 11 wounds, sorry. No rend on these.
6 plus saves.
Okay. So 3 saves so far. So 8 gone through, but there's a cock dice in there.
So,
yeah, 8 gone through then, out of the 11, yeah?
Yep, so that's 4 dead.
And on to your activation. Do you want to go with the boinger over by the Fyreslayer?
Is that the one on 1 wound?
Yeah, he's a little...
is that...
No, it's not. You have to, come on.
Yeah.
Because all those have attacked.
Everyone is.
Okay, so your activation...
So, pluck your little squig hopper.
He can do this. He can do this.
He can do something. So, 1 attack with a slitter.
Yep.
5s and 5s.
Okay. He can do this. Come on.
Doesn't
4.
hit.
Oh, come on.
Fangfield Gob. 2 attacks. 4s and 3s. 1 hit. Wounds at -1.
-1 wound, so it's a 5-up save. Doesn't go through. Does it bounce back? It does at a 5, causing a mortal wound.
And he dies.
How many wounds has he got?
Oh, he's got 2.
He's got 2.
Yeah.
Come on, he's hanging in there.
Oh. Forgot about that.
He's on 13. Sorry, he's on 13 wounds, isn't he? That one.
Yeah.
And I've taken 1 wound on him. Is that the end of his attacks?
Yep.
Let's activate him while we're over there. Yeah, because no, it's your activation. Okay, so yeah, it's my only activation anyway. 6 horns and claws, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Okay, so 5 going through, wounding on 3s, no re-roll, but okay, all 5 go through at -1 rend, doing 2 damage.
All 5. Okay.
At that, I wish I'd put him against the boinger, but the big guy,
-1 rend.
-1 rend.
There's nothing I can do.
Bye bye.
Squig hopper unit are surrounded by berserkers.
Yep, all Volkites, and I've activated the strike back when you attack, when you kill.
Okay, so
Probably
I'll
foolish,
do
but you know.
I'll do the boss because he gets +1 to hit. So his slitter's on 4s, which misses.
Okay.
And the yeah, that was useless.
Yeah.
The other 3 slitters are on 5s. 2 hit. That's good. 5s to wound. Nothing.
Oh, crikey. I need you to kill me here. I've activated this thing where I don't know.
Fangfield Gobs.
Come on, you can do it now. This is it. All 6s.
4s and 3s.
That's more like it, sort of.
Sort
okay,
of.
no.
Maybe not.
It looked good at first glance.
3s. 2.
Okay, so 2
-1.
-1 rend. Now, there are 4-up save, but 5-up because I threw my shields. I get +1 save from the Battlesmith. I'm just going to check. This is a 9-inch ruler, but yeah, I'm within 12, aren't I? Yeah, okay then. So I'm back to a 4-up save,
but
basically.
then
-1 rend, yeah?
yeah. So you're on a 5.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm back to a 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of onto a 4-up natural,
And then
-1 rend, taking me to 5 again. As we bounce around the table, failing one of them. So that's 1 wound.
So they have 2 wounds.
Yes. Right, battle shock. This unit lost 2 to the shooting.
So
Yeah, you need 1 or a 2, yeah? Bravery 4. Done
2,
it.
yeah.
Done it. They're still there. And these guys over here lost 5.
So it's D6 +1.
D6 +1.
6. So they're gone.
Okay, they're gone. Right, I don't know what that means. I don't think I'm anywhere near the objective. I'm just going to check on the deployment. Just to see if that... No, the objective hasn't moved from a 6-inch from the center point. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models within where you've got that whole
8.
unit.
Yeah.
So 5 versus 8. I don't take the main objective. I knew it was a stretch, but I think I've done pretty well over there. I'm not exactly complaining. In fact, am I right in thinking you've only got that unit and the Mangler over there? Needless to say, in my turn 2, I do take that one. I do take that one. So that gives me 2 points, which pushes me 7 to your 6. We need to roll to see where the shifting objective moves to.
Yep.
And I also need to roll to see if the Zargrim Flamespitter goes away. So the Flamespitter does indeed go away. Does the Runic Firewall? Oh, I had +1 save over there as well. Crikey. No, reroll saves a 1. But it goes away anyway, and who cares, because I forgot about it. That's my fault for hiding it behind terrain. Do you want to roll for the shifting objective?
Yes, let's do that.
It stays where it is. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's good or not.
So going into next turn, we also need to roll off. Okay, so let's just see how we go. I got a 5, you got a 4. Okay, yeah, you know, I'll take the turn. It makes sense. Let's just see what we can do in this turn. Hero phase, I have got a Rune Smiter over here. He's going to burn off the Forge today. You know what, I don't need to. I was going to burn the Forge, which gives me reroll saves of 1 across the whole army, but it's just a greedy,
at this point
it's just a greedy move, isn't it? So let's take that back. Let's I don't know. Let's go for Awakened Steel, which improves the rend.
Unempowered?
+2 to my rend. So
Okay.
okay. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Right, we have Rune Smiter over here doing Runic Empowerment. It goes off on a 4. He's going to grant it to... He can't do the Bulk Out there because they're too far away. He's going to grant it to this unit. They're not doing anything this turn anyway.
Okay.
In fact, actually, let me just measure to see if I can get to that half-guard unit. Oh, actually, he can. So he grants it to the half-guard unit. They get Runic Empowerment. Runic Empowerment from this Berserker fails, actually. Wait, thinking about it, I think it's on a 3 and he's within 6 inch of that. Okay, so with the +1 prayer, it does go off on a 2.
Okay.
So another Runic Empowerment. Yes, I'm good. So I grant that to the Volkite Berserkers as well. So both of those units re-rolling wounds. Over here, I can do +1 save. Which does go off, of course, because of the Forge again. So I'm going to give +1 save to the Volkite Berserkers. I'm going to try and bring up the Spitter, which fails. I'm going to try and bring up the Runic Firewall, which fails. Nice and simple. Let's get into my movement. Okay, for movement, these guys have got a 4-inch move. They're just going to move the 4-inch and get within 3 inch of there, okay? So these guys are just basically coming a little bit. You know what, back a bit. That was an enthusiastic 4-inch. I'll warrant that. But really what I'm trying to do is just a 3-inch bubble around them as much as possible. Okay, so there's a guy back there with a wound, isn't there? These guys here are going to go for 4-inch move there. It's a shuffle forward. Yeah, he's one of the Berserkers. So they're going to just move through this gap here.
Okay.
Not a lot they can do, but you know. If they get a really decent charge, I can fly around there. He's going to move forward 4 inches, so he just comes to there, and that should give me the 12-inch bubble. Likewise, he's going to follow up with a run. So that gives him an 8-inch move. Just brings him up further behind. I've left the Forge behind, but, you know, it's feeling potentially endgame, isn't it? So I am going to move to there and there. 3 inches away from your guy. Feels like a risk, but you know, because if you kill me, I lose it. But I'm gaining the 3 over there, so I kind of feel, what can you do? We might as well, hadn't we? As far as this half guard unit over here, all they're going to do is, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're just going to party. So they're having a camp, just doing a little dance like that, and you know, job done.
Okay.
I'm sure I probably could have done more with those, but right, into shooting. I don't really want to do a lot in shooting because I don't want to close down the charge range anyway. So none of these guys are going to throw their axes. But I am going to attempt 2 axes and 2 flame spits over here. So the 2 axes hitting on 5s. 1 hits. Wounding on 5s. Fails to wound. Oh, there is a reroll to hit over here, isn't there? Of course. Or is that melee only? 1 second, folks. Sorry about this. Okay, so one of the axes does get a reroll. It's a 5. And wounds on a 5. So 1 attack, -2 rend on those.
6+ save.
Oh, it's melee. No rend.
Okay.
What am I talking
4+
about?
save. Nope.
Okay.
How much?
So 1 wound. Right, I'm just going to roll these 2 dice together. So this is the fire spit. I need to roll a 1 on one of them, which I fail. Nope. So that doesn't work over there.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm ready to go straight into my charges. Right, I do have a command point. And I've got a hell of a lot of rend going off. So Rune Sun, charging. 3 inch, he makes it.
The other one?
I've got a command point, so I could activate both and make sure he's gone. And because I can do that, yes, because I don't think they'll kill enough of those guys. And he goes in as well. He's only got 1 wound, but I can activate those 2 comfortably. Rune Smiters. You know what, actually? The Half-Guard Berserkers.
Okay.
So they get an 8. So 1, 2, 3 to there. And then if they've got to get within 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, they can do it. So they just tag the end there in a little daisy chain.
Okay.
Rolling theirs. And they get 6 plus 1 because of their horn. So that gives them a 7-inch charge. That's popping them over to 7 inches all the way over there. So they're right round there. So we'll just position those and we'll get into... Right, here we go. We're going to activate the 2 Rune Suns. Well, I'm activating the full strength Rune Sun against him. Yep. Because if he does enough to kill him, he's fine. And I can activate one of the units over there.
Yep.
6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Wounding on 3s. So here we go. Hitting on 4s. Re-rolling. Wounding on 3s. So that's 1, 2, 3 rends at -3.
-3.
Sorry, 1, 2, 3 wound hits wounds rather at -3 rend.
I've got nothing.
So that's 6 damage.
He's gone.
Okay, so he explodes. 4 up on the full strength Rune Sun.
Nope.
And 4 up on
Really
the. Come on, do this.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
So he's gone.
Okay, with that then, I will activate over here. Next up, I activate the Volkite Berserkers. I think... Yeah, why not then? So he's going to come to there and pile in. And then I'm going to do a little bit of hopscotching. Get as many of these guys wrapping round as possible. He goes into there, he can go into there. He can come into that gap. Let's just move that objective marker out of the way. Pile forward to there. I know I'm closing down my half guards, but these guys are on -2 rend right now. So they might as well do their best. By the way, if you're also screaming at me saying you forgot to throw your shields, I know, I've worked it out. We kind of decided it was too late to go on a backseat, and I'm not going to ask for a backseat. If you forget, it's your responsibility, given where we are at the game. Okay, let's count these guys up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 can get their attacks in. The boss is in there as well. So that's 29 attacks going in. Ooh. Okay, so we have 29 attacks. Crikey, this feels vulgar. They are hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling with -2 rend. Because I got runic empowerment onto them, didn't I? So hitting on 3s. Right, it missed 3 twice. That's enough. Need another 2 in there. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling. So that many.
How many's that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
That's exactly the number you needed to kill wipe the unit.
End of my turn, I score 5 points there, taking me to, I think that's 13 to 6. Going into your turn, you got 1 model left.
Yeah, I think that's probably safe to say that's...
I started off like a complete wet blanket in my turn 1, and then just had the most insane of turn 2s.
I think that loon boss on Mangler was unbelievable.
Mr. Potter, I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you very much for the game. It's one of those things, it just swung. It just swung so badly against you. And even though I'd reduced, I'd intentionally, reduced down the half guards, I put 2 units of 10, I'm being friendly. There's a bunch of Volkites in there, there's a bunch of Magmadroths in there. This is not a typical tournament list. But wow. Okay, thank you for bringing your beautiful army along anyway. There's obviously some great conversions. That's an in-joke, apologies for that. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed the game. Maybe if you're a Squig player, you might be thinking we'll never come back to the channel, but please do. Marc will have his revenge. Eventually. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the channel for other ones. This is our new format, Bat Report. We're still getting used to it. I think there was one movement turn I kind of didn't have the right camera up, so we're still making the odd mistake, but we are getting there with this new setup. It just takes practice. We're really enjoying it, and I hope you are too. See you again soon. Thank you.
Cheers.